Hi, Hector Quiroga here with the Quiroga Law Office. Today I'd like to talk about vehicle accidents and injury claims and some of the most common questions that I get. Perhaps the most common question is, how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take for an adjuster to make a decision on my case? How long is it going to take for them to contact me? Well, insurance companies around the area, around Spokane, tend to be pretty quick about getting people on the phone. The first thing they're going to be asking for is a recorded statement. So you call in and you file a claim. And by filing a claim, what we mean is you call and say, I had a collision, I had an accident, I hit a deer, whatever the case might be, here's my information, please contact me. Typically, the carriers have an 800 number that is right in your policy or is not right in your certificate of insurance or your little proof of insurance, the little card that it gave you. You can call that number and file a claim. Again, the claim is going to be taken usually by a customer service representative. It's just somebody who is there 24/7. They are not the actual adjusters, so they are going to simply just take your information, who you are, what policy number, what happened, and just kind of brief information. And typically they turn around and give this information to an adjuster. So inside, the insurance companies are going to say, okay, this is a one vehicle collision. This might be just a windshield claim. Only your windshield was damaged. This might have been a claim where there is fault. So there's going to be a liability dispute. Who's at fault for the accident? Who's going to pay what? And there might be also a bodily injury adjuster in case you injure somebody else, a third party. And equally, there might be a medical payments or a PIP adjuster, which is the person who is going to administer your coverage for your pain and suffering. I'm sorry, not for your pain and sufferings, but for your medical coverage, your bills that you are going to incur under your PIP section. The pain and suffering piece is going to have to be dealt with if somebody hit you and they don't have insurance, then a uninsured motorist adjuster is going to have to settle with you your portion of pain and suffering. But your liability adjuster is going to have to pay a third party for whatever pain and suffering they might be entitled to. So all of these parties are going to get involved. Some carriers will have a team, and they are all kind of working a team, 3 or 4 people that are going to be contact. Some insurance companies are going to divide all of them. So you have like 5 or 6 points of contact depending on what you are dealing with respect to the claim. It can be even more confusing if they adjust a field adjuster, the individual who's going to go inspect the vehicles and that type of thing. So there is yet another person who's going to be dealing with body shops, towing, and that type of stuff. So this can be very, very confusing, and I think they do it on purpose. They like to throw the ball among each other, so they can't really have to give you the best straight answer that you want to listen. I think it's part of the system and it's built within, so consumers can have a hard time navigating this process. But you can call in, you file the claim, this gets assigned, then you're going to start receiving calls. I mean, this in here where they're going to ask for a recorded statement. I have a post about that. They're going to be asking you for providing, bring in the vehicle for inspection or take it to an approved body shop so they can take a look at it. And they're going to be talking to you about rental coverage and how that's going to protect you, and they're going to move from there. So how long is it going to take? Well, typically, it takes about 3 business days to get the adjuster to call you back. Some insurance companies says they will call you within 24 hours. Some say, well, 3 business day or a business day. Obviously, this is going to depend if this is a weekend or if this is during the week. But do know that in our area, especially during the winter months, things tend to get a little busier for these guys. So what ends up happening is an adjuster may not call you back 4 or 5 days. Really, if you're not receiving a call really within 4 days after you file the claim, you want to start either contacting them, or you want to kind of at least make contact with a supervisor or somebody, because there are claims that can get follow through the cracks, and if that's the case, you may be waiting for 5, 6, 7 weeks. Now, usually, if you're calling the at-fault party's insurance company, person who hit you, you're calling that insurance company, they might not even come out until they talk to their own client. And so what happens is it creates a very, very bad circumstance for people in your position, because you are waiting for the party at fault to make a phone call and to verify the accident did happen in fact. Well, that's an issue because the party may not call, or the party might be embarrassed, or they don't want to help. So here you're like left at the at their will, if you want, just to make a phone call and then confirm that the accident happened. If you can't get through that, the best option is to get a police report. If you get a police report, you can send it to the insurance company and say, hey, the accident did happen. Here is proof of that. It was your insurer who hit me. Please send somebody out to inspect the vehicle and get this process going. If there is no police report, then you're going to be you're going to have to provide some other sort of evidence, like a witness or something, and hope that this person actually comes forward and calls their own carrier. The way that insurance companies see it is they seem to think that the policy for this individual is in fact an asset. So it's like me calling a bank and saying, hey, give me some of their money. Well, you can't do that until at least they verified with the individual that this in fact happened, and that can be problematic. That leads me to my segue here, and it's important for you to consider your coverages. It's very important that you have PIP coverage. It's very important that you have uninsured motorist coverage. If you don't have those coverage here in Spokane, I think it's estimated about 30 to 40% of the drivers out there have no, they don't have either of those coverage. They're uninsured, or they don't have enough liability coverage to protect you. So if it may be an accident where you're not at fault at all, and they still are coming for you you're still going to be left to pay your own damages, even though you had nothing to do with the accident. So with that, if you have any questions, or you are involved in a vehicle accident and there are injuries that you would like to discuss and need help navigating the process, please give us a call. You can reach me at 509-927-3840. Again, 509-927-3840. I'm Hector Quiroga with the Quiroga Law Office. Thank you.